Hello there, all you amazing people. I just found a new victim. Found a new fan base to make fun of, because that's what I do here to some degree. I do like to go into the tech world and find communities that has toxic or outrageous fandoms associated with them, because carrying water for a OS, a coding language, a content creator is the foolish thing a human can do with their time. So thank you all for giving my Linux-hating personality a rest, and I will go and tell you all why I am smarter than Piratesoftware. Before that, comment, like, subscribe, and all of this is thanks to, well, Maldavia's victory. But anyway, it's all thanks to all your all's lovely comment I got on this video here, and the irony of how people are defending him versus how people are defending Linux is not lost on me. He has a lot of supporters, which, let's be honest, a lot of big YouTubers do. There are people you should admire more than Piratesoftware. Okay? There are people you should admire more than most content creators. So before I want to talk about why I am smarter than Piratesoftware, I am going to tell you some dirty secrets that a lot of content creators don't tell you. And I can do that because I'm a little insignificant idiot on the internet. Most content creators, if not all, me included, we really don't fucking care about you. We care about your, of course, your well-being. I just saw one of my friends just started to listen to Taylor Swift. I want to make fun of them. Anyway, you have to remember the fucking relationship. And this goes with a brand, like if you're an Apple fan, if you are a specific shirt fan, if you're a specific peripheral fan. Content creators is just a little bit more approachable brands. I am here to do a hobby or to provide a service, and I'm going to do that in a way that will justify me investing the time that I do as a content creator. So that could be live streaming, Instagram, TikTok, and stuff like that. Content creators do stuff that will give them eyeballs, subscribers, and all that fucking shit. That's the relationship we have with you. We like doing this. We do it because it's, tinkle our creativity. It's fun, and some do it because they make their living and they like making their living as a content creator. But you, let's just pick a random name here. Let's just take the one that says Maldavia's victory. The Trolls, Winboy. For me, for Piratesoftware, whatever you do, we don't give a fuck. It don't matter. You're not important to us. What we care about is, what do our viewers as a collective do? What do our subscribers as a collective do? And we will, if the Trolls Winboy came into chat and chatted with us or talked with us in a live stream, we will be cordial, we will be friendly towards you. If you donate, we will say thank you and all of that fucking shit. But we are not your friend. We are not friends. We could be. There are possibilities in life, but we are not friends. This parasocial relationship is stupidly toxic for both parties if you don't recognize it. And Piratesoftware is really milking this. Yeah. But I have no illusions, and this is one of the reasons why I'm smarter than Piratesoftware. I have no illusion in that all my Discord members, that I don't have many of, but I have a few, all my few subscribers, all my members, they will turn on me the second they have an opportunity to. And I will make content a lot of those people don't like if it makes me a lot of views or money or subscribers, if that's my goal with this channel, which Piratesoftware wants to live as a streamer content creator. If he finds something that, say, goes against his core audience but will make him 10 times more money, give him 10 times more subscribers, he will do it. So carrying water for me, for him, for Apple, whatever it is, or Windows, or Linux, or Rust, or C#, just stop it. You can be a fan of them, but don't defend them. The same way he should not be defending Ashes of Creation. Again, this is also why I'm smarter than him. They are big boys, okay? They are fucking developers. I know he's also a developer, in quotes. They can stand on their own. He is not getting paid. He, in Ashes of Creation's eyes, he is a somewhat known person. But in the end, he's just a fucking customer. Ashes of Creation's developers are only making Thor. I hate that he's calling himself Thor. He's a fucking American. I'm a Danish dude. I'm more fucking Viking than he is. But anyway, back to the point here. I just fucking went on a rant there. But anyway, he is a consumer. They will be more friendly to him because they know, okay, if we suck Thor's ass with his audience and he being promoting our product, he's then becoming an unpaid salesperson for a product. They will get more money. They will get more, they'll get more money because they're getting more users. Again, why I am more smarter than Piratesoftware. Because I understand why they are friendly to him. And he should not carry water for them. He should not defend them if Asmongold or someone else is talking negative about them. It's not his job. How much he likes the game, it's not his job. They are big fucking adult human beings. They can take care of themselves. They don't need a savior. But it's because he has this weird mentality that they are actually friends. They are, they help me out. They talk with me a lot. We do dev streams together. All that. Yeah, they do that as long as you are a plus positive for them. If it comes out that Piratesoftware secretly is inserting trackers up to the butts of all his favorites while masturbating to midget throwing porn, they will stop doing all of that. Because then all of that fucking shit is going to, be associated with them. This is where you know when someone is your true friend, supporters, if they care about you, is that even when you fuck up, they will still stand by your side. People that only stands by your side when it's a plus positive for them are using you. Think about that. Piratesoftware, I'm defending him a little bit here, is being used by Ashes of Creation. I can't remember the development studio, and a lot of content creators are being used by development studios and so on. So they're getting free shit and stuff like that. And why are they doing it? Because they have a sizable audience. And here's the thing: it's so much cheaper to give Little Banana Boy free codes, free shit, than it is spending thousands of dollars on marketing research, marketing people. Because Piratesoftware or Asmongold or Lookwith or whoever the streamers are, they're doing it for free. When I mean free, it's like, yeah, it's still cheaper for a gaming company to give a streamer a fucking, let's just say, $5,000 computer than it is to have their marketing department pay for ads, research the market and all of that fucking shit. Especially people his size and up. That's like a drop in the water that they can write off as in the marketing budget. And I hope he understands that, but it seems like he don't. Why I'm smarter than him. Another reason why I'm smarter than him, I see a lot of people in here is like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about and blah, blah, blah. Well, Piratesoftware, I've watched his apology video, which is a big fucking crybaby apology video. It's a victim mentality video, and again, his ego is going out of check. Not to talk about the girl he fucked over. Abusers can be friends with the people they abuse. That just means that the abusing is continuing. I'm not talking about, the dirty kind of abuse. Just mental abuse is still a form of abuse. And there are a lot of people that have been friends with people that are mentally abusing them for decades. That don't mean it's right. That don't mean that we have nothing on. I have seen the shit that Piratesoftware is doing, and I've seen the way he talked. The people that are defending him in here, I see how toxic he is towards them. I see how toxic he is talking to his fucking teammates in games. Piratesoftware is, in my humble opinion, and I've dealt with that. This is also why I'm smarter than him. I have worked with a lot of mentally disabled and mentally ill people in my life for over a decade. And I will say this, he is scoring really fucking high on the narcissistic, if not like sociopathic spectrum. Like super high. With the way he's reacting to stuff, criticism, and the way he is acting towards people that he deemed inferior or more stupid than him. Which is a sign that he's not intelligent, because intelligent people do not get phased out by people challenging them because they know their shit. They don't become toxic towards people that are contradicting them or trying to correct them. They rejoice in it. They take that knowledge in. Smart people always play dumb so they learn more. Stupid people play smart because their ego can't take that they're actually not that smart. Anyway, he's toxic as fuck. But yeah, like let's go a little bit back to track here. I am all over the place. I wanted to. Again, my brain's all over the place. I'm so sorry. I wanted to publish a video, and I saw these comments. I got a lot of comment on this video, and I'm like, I think I need to poke this community a little bit more because apparently it seems to work. So I'm making this video and I will delay my upload a day. But anyway, Piratesoftware comes across like he knows when he's talking about when it comes to IT, hardware and stuff like that. And it's an authority in Windows and Linux or in computing in general. So here's the thing, I think he's like in his mid-30s, late 30s. I'm in my early 40s. I have been helping people with computers ever since I was 10 years old. I got paid to fix people's computers, both hardware and software, in any way, shape or form you can think about when I was about 10 years old. So I've been doing this for 32 years-ish. And you build up a lot of fucking knowledge about Windows. And I've been doing it on the Linux sides. This is not something I've been paid for, but not I've done as a side hustle for 26-ish years. There are things I did with Linux that people now, if you look at all the popular Linux YouTubers, are starting to talk about. I did all of that fucking shit in the 2000s, okay? I just didn't boast about it as much as they do. I don't have any more coffee. Like, I have a lot of credentials I can throw out there in the world and showcase you people, but why the fuck should I? You're just random people on the internet. Your opinion don't matter. That's why I don't do it. I just do what's fun for me and what I like doing. So I know by me using these qualifiers and saying that I'm smarter than him, you will all get angry. He will probably also get angry. So let's go into his hacking things. He's been hacking for many years. Well, I told you I started to fuck around with computers when I was 10 years old. Well, that was also the time I started to find alternative ways of running proprietary games without the need of physical media or the need of validation token, and found ways of how to redistribute those games so you didn't have to pay for them. AKA hacking the software. Yeah, I did not hack like the officials departments and stuff like that because I don't want to go to jail. I don't want to go, I just want to stay under the radar. I don't give a fuck. I just want to do what's fun for me. I don't give a fuck about if I hack into the FBI or something like that, I'll be known as a great hacker. I don't give a fuck about that, okay? But yeah, I did that in the 90s when I was like 10 years old, and I've done it almost ever since. Not this form, like I stopped doing that like 2 years after when I was like 13 or 12 years old. I stopped, hacking software. Well, gaming software. I still to this day do hack a little bit of commercial software to some extent. So I've been a hacker. Just not like a security hacker, but like a hacker/reverse engineer in my spare time longer than he is. So I do know a little bit about that fucking shit, okay? Remember, while I have not educated in any of this, I've not taken any fucking classes or courses in any of this. All of this I learned on my own. I learned how to fiddle around with Windows and Linux and coding in the 90s when there was almost no information on the internet. It's not like today where you can ask ChatGPT to do a rough programming scaffolding and then you can modify it. No, you had to fucking read a lot of books. You have to think for yourself a lot. You couldn't just Google something and the answer was there for you to, basically copy-paste. I still do that to this day, by the way. I do work in IT without an education. I develop. I'm somewhat of a script kiddie or a code monkey without an education. Am I a game developer? Yeah, I have made a few little fucking stupid text-based games back in the day. Do I know a lot about the gaming industry? Yeah, I talk to a lot of people that knows about the gaming industry. I watch a lot of videos about people that knows a lot about the gaming industry. I used to read a lot about the gaming industry before the gaming journalists become... I don't know what the fuck they are nowadays, but they're definitely not gaming journalists. I used to follow people like him back in the day, but let me put it another way. I used to follow people like him that actually knew what the fuck they're talking about. The thing with Thor is that he's not doing anything none of you all could not do with a little bit of dedication. Thor don't know much more than most of you could learn with a little bit of dedication. But the way he presents himself, and this is my massive problem with him, is that he's this all-knowing fucking god to society when it comes to nerding, computing, development and stuff like that, while basically saying nothing. While basically having maybe a little bit over average understanding of what he's talking about. There are 13-year-olds that are better streamers than he is, that are better developers than he is, that are smarter about cybersecurity than he is. Yeah, he goes to DEF CON. He has badges. He showed the badges, and a lot of you guys and girls, because you're easily impressible and you like the guy. Again, I don't think he's a bad dude. I don't think he on purposely is setting out to be a bad dude. I think a lot of this comes from massive insecurities and then an ego that has taken over with him becoming more and more popular. And those two things are making him into this person that he is today, which I hope is not who he truly is, to be honest. I can show a lot of qualifications. I can show I've been in, like, I have over there on the wall, you can see that I have a company built from the army. So I can show this. I can show that and say, this is the company built from the army. And then I can make up stories. Oh, I've been in special forces and tier 1 operators. No, I haven't. But I could say it because yes, I've been in the army. And to go to that level, you have to be in the army. All of these things he's done with DEF CON, he did with a team. There is no one coming out backing up, or at least what I've seen. Nobody has made a video or anything like that have not talked with him or not in his orbiting world backing up anything he's saying. I don't care about you getting a medal because I can be part of your team and do absolutely fucking nothing and still get away with the medal. Look at, like, let's say Super Bowl. The third string quarterback that never played a fucking game other than in training gets a Super Bowl ring. Thor could have been one of those guys that maybe I'm sure he did something, but he is for sure overplaying it like a motherfucker because he wants to look smart. And nobody likes a person that is not smart but wants to look smart, and they also don't like people boasting about how smart they are. So all of these, like medallions and all of that fucking shit that he's showing around, tells you nothing. It would be like a third string quarterback, again, is showing off his Super Bowl medal and telling everyone he was the starting quarterback for the whole season, and that's why he won the Super Bowl. That is how he is talking when he's talking about these accomplishments. Did he help out? Yes. Could he have been a vital player in some of those things? Of course he could. He makes it out like without him, it could not fucking have been done. And then in his apology video, he credits like one or two more people. But it's always him that's the core clue. And from watching him, and from seeing again the way that he acts, and from my life experience dealing with a lot of people that are super fucking smart, like I mean genius level smart, working with them, dealing with them, and also working and dealing with people that have a lot of mental health problems and stuff like that. I don't see that in him. He's just an average dude that is well articulated. I will give him that. He's really good at speaking. And the thing with that is, and it's a little bit of that's why a lot of, high society people back in the day wanted you to speak well articulated, because it make you sound inferior, and it also make you sound well written and smart, or well read and smarter, without you have to being it. If you're using words the common folks don't use a lot, if you're using elaborate speaking patterns a lot of people don't normally use, an average person would think that, oh, you're either really, really well read, educated, or super smart, or all of those things, because you are using words I don't know about. I have to look them up. There is a thing that the average person has to understand, and again, this is why I'm smarter than Piratesoftware. is that there is a massive difference between being intelligent and well-educated. There's a massive difference between being well-read and intelligent. You can be the smartest fucking person about coding. But if I take you to the gym or on construction site or want to repair my car, you will look like the stupidest fucking one-celled organism to ever have lived on Earth. And if I want to teach you something, you just like, because you can't comprehend the information. And what intelligence basically is just how fast are your computer? How good are you at processing information? And it can be all kind of, there's different, I think there's like 5 or 6 forms of intelligence. So you could be super intelligent in one of them, it could be like logical intelligence, and then you could be super bad intelligent, like emotional intelligence, and the other way around. It's just the more, in quote, I hate IQ, but the more IQ, let's use that, you have, it just means that you're running a higher clock processor, and you can therefore multitask and do more things than the other person can. I don't get that with Thor. When I see Thor do his shit, he is not looking like someone that's thinking all the time. He looks like someone that is on the defense all the fucking time. Like he's always defensive. Which again ties into massive insecurities and a massive fragile ego. And most of those people that have a fragile ego are people where ego or where perceivedness of others mean a lot. So let's look into what matters a lot for Thor. His authority, and he loves to say that he's a smart person. I worked for Blizzard for this many years. I've done these and these things. I'm doing this and this. I'm blah, 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 blah. And I'm never... He's basically going into the Elon Musk kind of thing. Let's just pretend you like Elon Musk. If you look at him and you see him talk with people, you can see his noggin going all the time. He's thinking. Here's the thing. In his apology video, he was bitching and moaning about Asmongold, just sitting and saying yes, 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 and raising his eyebrow. That is textbook active listening. That is what an intelligent, astute person do when they're taking in information from another person. They don't try to talk over them all the fucking time. They may do once in a while if they think it's not going anywhere and stuff like that. Active listening. You are there, you may repeat what is being told to you so the sender knows that you have received it and stuff like that. And that's why a lot of people don't think Asmongold actually, are listening. But he actually does. He's listening more than most do. The fact that he allows Piratesoftware to talk for an amount of periods of time while nodding his head, saying, okay, doing cues that is telling Piratesoftware that, hey, I'm locked into this conversation. I'm on you with you right now. I get it. And then when Piratesoftware stop talking, Asmongold do a thing that a lot of us could learn to do, and Joe Rogan do the same thing. They don't just start talking. They will be like, I just got some new information. I need to, my monkey brain needs to process this. Yeah. You know what? I may have changed my mind. Or you are onto something. But a lot of people see that as people being stupid, people not having anything to say. It's the opposite. It's the total opposite. Asmongold realized, I hate that I'm defending Bald here, but anyway, Asmongold is realizing that Piratesoftware knows a lot about a game. What do you do when you talk to someone that you know knows a lot about a thing? You shut your fucking mouth and listen. You don't start to debate them if you are in a situation where you know that you are not the authority, you are not the expert. And I don't see Piratesoftware doing this a lot. I see Asmongold do this a lot. I see Joe Rogan do this a lot. I see a lot of professors doing this a lot. I see a lot of psychiatrists do this a lot. And psychologists. And this is why I'm smarter than Piratesoftware, because I recognize those things. I may not be as well spoken, but definitely not. Piratesoftware is fooling you all in with a lot of empty nothing. Did he cheat in his gaming thingy, his puzzle thingy? I don't think he cheated, but again, I think he overplayed his hand. My problem, and a lot of people's problem with Piratesoftware, is not so much what he... I'll put it away. Our problem with him is that it's the way where he is the main character, and he is the best person, or the one that did most of the work, Or without him, it would never have been done kind of thing. Again, his ego, so to speak. Because if you look at his videos, I don't think he's editing his videos or his short. But I fucking hope he watched them. Because they are a representation of him. But they are being done in a way, and I think this is on purpose, or I hope it's not, but I think it is, that makes him look better, smarter than he is. And if Piratesoftware did not have a fragile ego, he would have been like, we just did this short, we just did this video, you didn't put in the massive amount of help I got from the community. Like, without them, I could not have done it. They have to be credited somehow. He don't do that. And then he defends it later on until people are showing him concrete evidence. He's like, oh yeah, of course the community helped me out. That's our problem with him. It's him, me again. A lot of narcissistic thoughts going in there. And ego-driven narcissistic thoughts. It's me. And then, oh shit, I got found out. Yeah, of course they helped out. And even then he's only credited the community, something like that, super low, super small. There's a lot of things like that that's just box the living shit out of me. And a lot of people. And the way he conducts himself. I remember watching a short of him talking about that one of the reasons why he became a popular streamer was because he learned how to handle hecklers, detractors, call it what you will, from comedians. And I'm a massive fucking comedic fan, if you can say, of the sport or of the craft. And when I watch him engaging with his audience, if anyone has just the slightest negative thing to say to him, oh, we can debate that in your unbanned requests section, or oh, you're just a sheep and saying what everyone else is saying, ban. That would be the equivalent to like a stand-up comedian kicking you out for saying, being a heckler. And almost no one does it besides that crazy feminist girl that got called out for not being funny. I'm not saying girls are not funny, they are, but she was not funny and she got called out and she got hurt. Her titties got hurt and she threw the guy out. If he had learned anything from watching all of these fucking stand-up comedians, he would turn it in to a funny, playful segment where he slowly dismantled the argument that the heckler is coming with and making the heckler looks foolish. He don't. He say a few words and he bans them. The way he conducts himself, his body language, he talks, come across like this all-knowing being. Like he's super condescending to his viewers and to anyone that has anything not positive to say to him. Even to some degree, his fucking, friends that are positive to him, he comes across a lot arrogant. It's funny that people are carrying a lot of water for him. And you also have to remember, it's super easy. Let me put it another way. For your content to be popular among the average person, you don't have to make that good content. Because the average person are not that fucking smart. I'm sorry to say it. The average person love drama. Why I'm doing this. The average person love conflict. Why I'm doing this. The average person are driven by emotions. Why I am saying I'm smarter than Piratesoftware, because you as a water carrier for Piratesoftware are now getting emotional, angry, I'm attacking your favorite person on the internet, and now you have to defend him. More views, more clicks, more engagement. It's just a positive for me. I am playing in to the average person now. If I was playing into the bracket where Piratesoftware say he's in, I should have come across this probably have like a fucking psychiatrist or psychologist with me, and then psychoanalyze to an infinite degree the way he acts, he talks, throw up a lot of streams and stuff like that. Look at his source code, or not, we can't probably see source code, but look at his live streams where he have code on the wall or on the screen, analyzing that code. I actually think about doing that at some point. Because I know enough coding that I can use Game Maker. Let me put it that way. So we could, we would analyze his code, but most of his fans would get lost. And this is why and this is not just a Piratesoftware thing, okay? A lot of popular content creators will get a lot of positive feedback by saying common sense shit, because the average person don't have common sense. It's just how it is. Telling someone that it's better to have a job than to be right, that's the message you want to send, but you do it in articulate, you're using fancy words, you're drawing a lot on the screen. A lot of people see that as, oh my god, it's like my life changed. With its common fucking sense. Yes, you can debate your fucking boss all day, but at the end, do you want a job or do you want to be fired? Because they don't want an employee that are debating them all fucking day. They want someone that say no once in a while, but for the most part is saying yes. And doing that job. Relaying that so the average person understands it. While using fancy words, well put together, sentences and whatnot. You are programmed to listen more to that. Because that's what Piratesoftware does. He gave a lot of good common sense advice. Masquerading in to being like, oh my god, this is life changing. How does he do that? That was what this video was about. Overcomplicating a simple thing. And the only reason why a lot of people are defending him is because they don't know he's overcomplicating a simple thing. Because they don't understand it to that degree. A smart person would simplify anything. A stupid person, for lack of better words, overcomplicates things because they don't know what to leave out. That means they don't understand the subject good enough. Or they also do that to look smarter themselves. I will not do it here because this video is long enough as it is, but I could give you so many examples of just, let's just say, like, teaching you how to do a hello world in Python, which is the simplest fucking thing on earth. I can do that in 5 seconds or 5 to 10 minutes, if not an hour. Why would I do it in an hour? To look smart. Like, we can talk about the interpreter behind the language. We could talk about, what is a variable and what is the print function method class, whatever the fuck it is, I can't remember now, actually doing behind the scene. And I give you all of these, like, super interesting and super elaborate explanations for you to just know how to print hello world. Instead of just saying to you, print blah 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 hello world. That's all you need to be able to print hello world. You don't need to understand the global interpreter log, the interpreter, how the Python interpreter is figuring out if it's a int or a string or what it is, and why you're actually slowing down the code if you are declaring what the variable is instead of just leaving it blank and stuff like that. You don't need to know that. That's out of the scope of the conversation. But a lot of unintelligent people that want to look smart would tell you that because it makes them look smart. And therefore, because you don't know about this subject, you will think, oh my god, they really know what they're talking about, when they really don't. And I fall into that trap myself a lot of times, where I need to learn something and I watch someone and basically they spend 30 minutes explaining something that could have been done in 5 minutes. Because they are going into like fucking the nth degree detail about, like I said, like all of the inner workings behind the scene that you don't need to know. Like, you need to know it if you're becoming like an engineer, software engineer, stuff like, but even coders, like code monkeys, is junior level developers, don't need to know a lot about that. They just need to know enough to do work. But keep carrying water for him. Keep protecting him. Just like I said, he should not carry water, or he should not defend Ashes of Creation. You as a viewer, fan, should not defend him. Should not do that for him either. He's a big boy. He can stand on his own. Nobody should want their audience to be their white knights, because that's not healthy. I know I have no place in doing this. If I could give him one advice, be more fucking humble. Stop deleting anyone that has anything negative to say to you. The best thing Piratesoftware can do is leave all criticism up, even in his own fucking chat, as long as they're not going against TOS. Leave it up. There's no better detergent than sunlight. Leave it up. Let the idiots show how much of idiots they are. Because the second you try to, I have to defend myself and blah blah blah, and giving vague explanations and then just banning them, you are looking like the fool. Just take it on the fucking shoulders and say, hey, yeah, that's an idiot. And unless that idiot becomes toxic towards the other viewers or go against TOS, let them be fucking idiots. Gives you views, gives you engagement, gives you something to laugh at. And then play it off in a comedic way. take down the argument and turn it around so they look the fool. If you want to know what a lot of the massive streamers do, they do exactly those fucking things. Piratesoftware is the only fucking content creator, for some reason, that is popular with the way he acts. I've almost never seen anyone be like him and be popular. Because he is massively condescending. He is massively toxic. And those people normally be on kick. But I think what made him popular, or I kind of guess heavily, that it is exactly this. He can give average, common sense advice with almost anything in life, anything from cybersecurity to life advice, in a well-articulated, well-spoken, but it's kind of the same, laid out, draw and tell manner. So he's basically catching two people here. He's catching the people that learn more by listening, and he's catching the people that learn more by watching. That's why I do the draw thing. Some people take information in by listening the best, and some want to, show and tell. And with him doing both, he's hitting both audience. It's actually clever when you think about it. But it's common knowledge. Have you done any education? Have you talked to anyone in any education field or done any education that knows what they are talking about? Will say this: they are passive learners and active learners, for lack of a better word. And passive learners will listen. Active learners need to see something happen, or they have to do it themselves. And he's basically doing that. This is not something new. This has been known for fucking years, decades. But he's well spoken. He has a deep voice. And that is like, Americans love their low voice, okay? You guys love that like lower tone voice. It's built into your psychology. It's a proven fucking fact that a lot of psychiatrists and market researchers has said that it's true. And then on top of that, he's super well articulated, which again a lot of Americans want and like, because it gives away a notion of education, knowledge, authority, and stuff like that. And then he's hitting the point where he's also showing while telling. All of which is good if you want to educate, but he's basically bundling grandpa advice, dad advice, into a bundle that will make him, or give the audience, a notion of him being this uber intelligent human being. And he's not. He just happens to have an interest in cybersecurity. He just happens to have an interest in coding and in game development. That don't mean he's smarter than you. It just means that his interest is in a subject that you don't know a lot about yet, or don't know anything about at the moment. But the second you start to learn more about coding, game development, cybersecurity, you realize how bare basic this bitch is. See you all later. Bye bye.